printing, hopefully. Got a few buttons at the bottom of the screen. The re-ring board for the heat bed conked out. So as you can see, the light's not on. And the temperature's not working. So I'm trying the hairspray chamber. It will take about 50 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if it lifts or not. File we got off of Thingiverse. Not much going on. So my home-built machine, cutting the wood and plexiglass on my laser. The emergency switch. Main stop. The auto bed lever with a servo motor. Using all 17 train motors. My permit holder I cut out, it slips right through the top, so it's easily removable. Using 5mm screws for the Z, 8mm smooth rods, DT2 bolts. It's a very small pulley. It came on the motor, so I used it. There's my core relay that kicks the bucket. This side I have the LCD light control remote. During the second fill, so far so good. This is ABS, white. I you could probably figure that out. Running a .05 tip, 4mm lift on the Z. There's my 24-volt power supply for the bed. See it's either 12 or 24. To be honest, 24 volts doesn't seem to heat it up any faster. But it takes a lot of strain off the Arduino, which is tucked down inside. Recommendation, don't put your Arduino and ramp board on the side of the case. It's a real pain getting to it. 12-volt power supply. Sitting in the back. This thing originally had an ATX supply, which died. So I just cut it out, cut the back off, put a plug and fan, and screwed it back on. That's why this is called the Grabber ATX model. Got a larger base to hold all your electronics down below, which is nice. You gotta be careful when you take the stuff off the bed that it doesn't fall down inside. There's my wiring. I find the black sheathing to be too stiff up on top here, so I use this wraparound pipe. There are 2 fans on it. Gotta sit back here, got to screw it back on. Well, it seems to be sticking okay for the time being. Let's see how it goes as it floats up. Probably follows this because I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos of it already. Took me about 2 days to cut out all the wood and assemble the machine. I originally had an excluder cut from wood. This is a Printerbot simple excluder using their gear, but with a J head. And I also printed out the Printerbot blade excluder. And these are some gears I ordered on eBay. Had a few problems with them. Had to drill out the 5/16 for the bolt, and the head didn't fit. So I had to carve that out to get the head into it. Again, it would use a J head. Well, you can see I used a force bit to recess it in there. Of course, I had to modify the mount and use 2 spacers to space it out on the X drive. And I found this one. It's cut from plexiglass. And instead of screwing it together, once it was all together, I went ahead and glued it using the acrylic cement. This one was just to play around with my laser. Don't even know if it works. Now let's see how the gear is doing. As before, in the back, you see a very large 36-inch row stock with a case, custom built. All the electronics are underneath. I ordered the plastic parts from Dry on eBay, and they were very nicely printed. If you see these on eBay, grab them. I'm using an 8-inch hotbed. I got the case design basically from this guy on Thingiverse. This was supposed to be finished last month. also put the riprap rubber in there. Using the air excluder, mounted to the side of the case. I haven't made a mount for the filament. I did add a USB port, so I don't have a cable running out of it. Switches for the fan light. I can turn the machine on and off right there. I also installed card reader and of course LED lights. They're tucked up behind here. You probably can't see them. Well, let's see how this guy's doing. It hasn't lifted yet. Be very interested to get some measurements on this when I get it out of here. Looks small. These LED lights are really nice. Helps to light up the board. You can see what's going on. Again, this is the Thingiverse simple excluder, which I ended up cutting out of plexiglass. They don't make 1/4 inch plexiglass anymore. This is 0.22, which is 0.3 less. What I ended up having to do, I don't know if you can see it, I had to add washers on the first layer to get the depth correct. That's a nice flip-up handle, which will lift up the gear. There's the pulley from the filament people. Again, stepper motors came off eBay. '8mm rods, which aren't tied down yet, so I can still get inside. Emergency switch inside. This is that custom machine I'm building. It actually has 2 X steppers. So there's 2 belts, 2 excluders. They will be operated independently. So I can actually print 2 different things, or 2 colors, or do a cloning, where both of them will print the exact same thing. Got the pulleys over here with the other stepper. Got my, at the time, the Z steppers were up on top, using the flex coupler. The wiring is sitting inside 80/20. Using 8mm screws. That's my filament holder. Very simple. I used Velcron or something to make a screw. The Allen bolt is for tension adjuster on the screw for backlash. I mounted a bearing I had laid around on the bottom of the screw to help stabilize it. I'm using these linear rails, which have bearing trucks. There's 2 of them. And there's 2 of them for the Y. Right now it's being used for storage. It's been put on hold. I'm going to be doing a redesign again, moving the steppers down to the side. By doing that, I'll be able to move the pulley in a 1/4 inch, move the steppers in a 1/4 inch, and take one of the 1/4 inch spacers from the back of the extruders. Sorry for the mess, but that's what happens when you get a flat spot. Well, still building. Gears look pretty good. Going to fill it in. Seems kind of weird they're doing that kind of fill. It's not solid. This file was taken directly off Thingiverse, put through Slicer, and created a G-code. And all I did was start it. I haven't done anything else to it. The camera's getting heavy. I'm going to take a break. You can watch this thing jiggle. I'll probably have to pause this because it's been 22 minutes. So I've probably got another 25 minutes to go on this. I actually have no idea what this round button is. Doesn't seem to have a hole in it. So I don't think it goes to the gear. I had most of the parts laying around here. A few months ago I made a maker farm i3, which was still trying to get to work correctly. The idea was to buy a kit so we could use that to build other ones. Well, that hasn't worked out. Since then I've cut out 7. A few of them went to my friends, and they're building theirs. But I like to build things, but I cannot get them to run. So if you watch the other video, I have a very good old friend, Eddie, and he has spent many hours doing the reprogramming using Arduino 1.0.5 and Autoface. He's also played around with the host, Battler host, or whatever they call it. I'm not a programmer, and that thing just totally confused me. I had no idea what I was looking at. So if it wasn't for Eddie, this thing would not be running. It took quite a while to actually get the coordinations correct, where we got correct movements on the X, Y, and Z. And we played around with setting up the extruder and the speed and the feed rate. We did about 15 of the 1-inch cubes with no top on it. And I came in within 2000s. Came in at 25.2 or 25.3. So it made me a few small adjustments. But when we did get the maker farm working, we tried printing a gear with a heated bed, and it just curled right up. So I'm curious to see what this is going to do without any heat. The airspace seems to hold pretty good though. Nope, correction. It's lifting. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this, just so I can see what it's like and find out what this little disc is. I'm curious about that. Yeah. It's lifting in the back here. I don't know if you can see it, but unless the excluder knocks it off, I'm going to go ahead and fit the whole thing. That definitely needs to get that relay fixed so I can use the hot bit. Funny, that lifted part seems to be level, but it's narrower. It's starting to lift up more. It's lifting up in the back. The excluder is actually melting the plastic, which is making it thinner.